everyone, I'm Neelam and we are going to present on tariffs and import duties and their impacts, effects and costs and benefits. So the topics we have covered here are introduction to tariff and import duties, types of tariffs, costs and benefits, effects of tariffs, effective rate of protection, cost and benefit of tariff, and measuring the cost and benefits of tariff. So in the figure we can see that uh, the there is tariff and import. So basically we are here to talk about tariff and import. Tariff, when we talk about tariff is a tax which is implied on the goods, imported goods, in order to restrict imports by increasing the price of the goods and services which are purchased from overseas and make them less attractive to consumers in order to protect the producers of local country. So import duty is a tax which is collected on imports and some exports by the customs authorities of a country. So and it is usually based on the value of goods that has been imported. Uh, when we talk about types of tariffs, there are different two types of tariffs, specific tariff and ad valorem tariff. Specific tariffs are the taxes which are levied as a fixed charge of for each units of goods imported. Example, we can take $1 implied on per kg of cheese. The next is ad valorem tariff. Uh, Ad valorem tariff are the taxes that are levied as a fraction of the value of the goods imported. For example, we can take 25% tariff on the value of cars that are imported. So on this topic, basic tariff analysis, we are going to relate supply, demand, and trade in a single industry. Here we have taken example of we have taken two different countries, home countries and foreign countries, and we have tried to relate these countries. In this case, both countries consume and produce wheat. So wheat is competitive industry in both the countries. Suppose if there is absence of trade policy in the wheat, then the home exceeds the corresponding price at foreign. So this implies that shippers begin to move wheat from foreign to home. In order to determine the wall price and the quantitative trade, here we have denoted wall price as PW and quantity trade as QW. Home trade demand curve and foreign export supply curve are two curves which shows us the relationship between the goods that have been imported to the home country and the goods that are exported by the foreign countries. This figure shows us the import demand curve, which is derived from the home country. We can see the relationship between demand and supply, which has shown us the import demand curve for the home country. So this is the foreign export supply curve. To talk about effects of tariff, I'd like to call upon my colleague Sarita. Thank you.
Thank you, Neelam. Hi everyone, I'm bijayata and now I'm going to talk about the effect of tariff here. And tariff can be viewed as a added cost to the transportation, and we can have an example of the tax that imposed on the home country, like $2 on the weight that imported. When that is imposed, the shippers will unwilling to move the weight unless the price difference between the two market is at least $2. So we can have a look on the different figure from the home market, world market, and the foreign market. And in home we can see that the producers supply more and consumers demands are less due to the high price. So the tariff, so that the fewer imports are demanded. And in the foreign, the producers supply is less and the consumers demand are more due to the lower price. and so that the fewer exports are supplied. And according to on the thus the volume of the weight traded declines due to the imposition of the tariff. So another topic we are talking about is the effective rate of protection. On that, the effect of tariff on the final price of a goods and the effect of tariff on the cost of transportation and inputs used in production, and the actual protection provided by a tariff will not be equal to the tariff rate if imported and intermediate goods are used and the production of the protected goods. And now another topic is going to talk by my friend Sarita. Thank you.
Hi everyone, thank you Bijayata. Hi, it's me Sarita and we're going to explain about the cost and benefit of tariff. As we know that tariff drives the price of goods in importing country and lower its price in exporting country. As a result, these price changes are consumer are lose in the importing country and gain in the exporting country, and producer gain in the importing country and lose in the exporting country. Also, government imposing the tariff can gain the revenue. To measure and compare this cost and benefit, we need to define the consumer and producer surplus. So we can measure the cost and benefit of tariff by measuring the consumer and producer surplus. Is it possible to use the consumer and producer surplus? Yes, we can. We can measure the consumer and producer surplus by adding the consumer and producer. We can change the price affecting each individual in two ways by as a consumer and as a worker. We can also assume that the margin or dollars worth of a gain or loss of each group of the same social worth. Here we can see the figure like this part explains the producer gain, this part shows the government revenue, and this part shows the consumer loss. Yes, the area of the two triangles P and D measures the loss of the nation, as you can see in the figure as a whole. And the area of the rectangle measures E measures the offsetting gain in terms of the trade gain. And we can see that the terms of trade gain rises because of tariff lowers in the foreign export prices. If the terms of trade gain is greater than the efficiency loss, the tariff increase the welfare for the importing country. In this case of a small country, the tariff reduce the welfare for the importing country. Thank you.